You might be wondering, why talk about a chip company? After all, most of us never see these tiny pieces of silicon, and yet they're quietly running the world behind the scenes. It's easy to overlook them, but their impact is everywhere. Well, it's not just nerdy, it's essential. Chips are the invisible force powering our daily lives, from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep. They're in our alarm clocks, our coffee makers, and even the elevators we ride. Imagine the engine in your car. It's complex, powerful, and absolutely vital. But now, think even smaller. Think about the tiny chips that act as the brains of that engine, making sure everything runs smoothly. Now, imagine a company that builds the engines for nearly every modern device, big or small. That's TSMC. They're the silent partner behind the scenes, making sure the world keeps spinning. TSMC doesn't design chips. They manufacture them for tech giants who dream up the blueprints. Apple, NVIDIA, AMD, and countless others rely on TSMC to turn their ideas into reality, producing chips at a scale and precision that's almost unimaginable. These chips are the brains inside your phone, laptop, TV, and even your car. Without them, none of these devices would work. They're the unsung heroes of the digital age. Without them, the modern world would grind to a halt. Factories would stop, cities would go dark, and our daily routines would be thrown into chaos. TSMC is the world champion of chip manufacturing, especially for the most advanced tech. They're at the cutting edge, pushing the limits of what's possible with every new generation of chips. When TSMC reports earnings, it's like getting a health check on the entire tech industry. Their numbers ripple through the markets, affecting everything from stock prices to the pace of innovation. Their performance tells us if new gadgets are booming or if the industry is slowing down. If TSMC is doing well, it usually means a wave of exciting new products is on the way. Today, TSMC released their November sales numbers, a story of a brief slowdown followed by a surge. It's a sign of how quickly things can change in tech, and how closely the world watches every move they make. It's a glimpse into what's hot and what's not in tech right now. These numbers reveal which gadgets are flying off the shelves and which ones are falling behind. So, let's pop the bonnet and see what's really going on. Ready? Let's dive in and uncover the story behind the world's most important company you've probably never heard of. Let's get to the numbers and see what's really going on behind the scenes at TSMC. In November 2025, TSMC pulled in about 343.6 billion new Taiwan dollars, roughly $11 billion US. That's a staggering amount for a single month, and it shows just how massive TSMC's operations have become. But if we look a little closer, that's about 6.5% less than what they made in October. It's a noticeable dip, especially for a company used to breaking its own records month after month. In racing terms, it's like easing off the accelerator for a moment, not slamming on the brakes. The momentum is still there, just a touch slower. But here's the twist. Compared to last November, sales are up a jaw-dropping 24.5%. That's not just a recovery, that's a leap forward. That's a massive year-on-year surge, showing that TSMC's long-term growth is still on a rocket trajectory. It's like adding a turbocharger to their business engine. Suddenly, everything's moving even faster than before. The demand for TSMC's advanced chips is still sky-high, driven by everything from smartphones to AI and electric vehicles. Zoom out even further. From January to November, TSMC raked in a jaw-dropping 3.47 trillion new Taiwan dollars. That's up nearly 33% from last year, a pace most companies can only dream of. That's not just growth, it's explosive acceleration, the kind that puts TSMC in a league of its own. Even with a monthly wobble, TSMC's engine is running smoother and stronger than ever, powering through any short-term bumps. The fundamentals are rock solid, and the company is operating at the top of its game, impressing investors and industry watchers alike. A little dip, sure. But in the grand scheme, it's just a blip on an otherwise powerful upward journey. So, what caused November to slow down? Let's dig deeper and find out what's behind this brief pause in TSMC's incredible run. Why the dip in November? It's a question that pops up every year, and it's worth digging into. If you look at the numbers, you'll notice a small but noticeable slowdown. But don't worry, this isn't a sign of trouble. It's not a crisis, just the natural rhythm of the market. Every industry has its ups and downs, and November is simply a time when things ease off a bit. Seasonal softness is a big factor. As the year winds down, demand naturally tapers off, and companies start to plan for the next cycle. After big product launches in autumn, chip orders slow as companies use up inventory. Factories that were buzzing with activity just weeks ago now shift gears and focus on clearing out what's already been made. Think of it as a cool-down lap after a race. The adrenaline rush is over, and now it's time to regroup and recover before the next sprint. Companies like Apple and Samsung order millions of chips ahead of launches, then ease off. Another reason: inventory adjustments. These tech giants are masters at timing their orders to match product cycles. Tech companies stockpile chips, then pause orders to use what they have. It's a balancing act. Too much inventory ties up cash, too little risks shortages. This happens a lot in the PC and smartphone world, especially after the work-from-home boom cooled. The surge in demand has faded, and now companies are adjusting to a new normal. People are holding onto devices longer, so companies are cautious with new orders. Consumers are more selective, waiting for real innovation before upgrading. It's a normal part of the business cycle, a quick pit stop, not a breakdown. The industry is simply taking a breather, preparing for the next wave of demand. The market is just catching its breath. This pause is healthy, giving everyone a chance to recalibrate and plan ahead. No panic, just a pause. Investors and companies alike know this is temporary, and the fundamentals remain strong. TSMC's long-term engine is still roaring. The company continues to innovate and invest, setting the stage for future growth. So, let's look at what's happening in the smartphone and PC markets to see how this pause fits into the bigger picture. Smartphones and PCs have been TSMC's bread and butter for years. But lately, the rush to upgrade has slowed. People are keeping their phones and laptops longer, so demand has softened. Big tech companies are cautious. They don't want unsold devices piling up. So they slow production and order fewer chips from TSMC. This explains the slight dip in revenue. It's classic supply and demand. Less demand for new devices means fewer chip orders. But this isn't a crisis, just a breather in mature markets. Most people already have a smartphone. Upgrades drive growth now. When new models aren't a big leap, people wait. For TSMC, smartphones and PCs are still huge, but not the growth engine they once were. Luckily, TSMC has a new, much more powerful engine revving up. Let's see what's driving their explosive yearly growth. Despite the monthly dip, TSMC's yearly numbers are spectacular. Year-on-year growth is over 24% for November and nearly 33% for the year. What's fueling this? Power, specifically the demand for advanced chips. The world needs more powerful chips for AI, data centers, and high-performance computing. Tech giants like Google, Amazon, and NVIDIA are racing to build bigger AI systems, and TSMC is their go-to manufacturer. TSMC's cutting-edge technology, like their 3nm and 5nm processes, lets them pack more power into every chip. Orders for these advanced chips are flooding in, and they're much more profitable than standard smartphone chips. Even selling fewer chips, TSMC's revenue soars thanks to these high-end models. It's like selling fewer cars, but all of them are luxury sports cars. That's why TSMC's yearly engine is roaring. The real action is in AI and data centers, the autobahn of tech. Demand for high-performance chips is skyrocketing, and TSMC is the only one building them fast enough. Every AI service you use relies on powerful chips, many made by TSMC. Data centers worldwide are expanding at breakneck speed, all needing TSMC's advanced chips. The AI revolution is just beginning, driving relentless demand for TSMC's most profitable products. Orders for top-tier AI chips are worth far more than millions of basic smartphone chips. TSMC's massive investment in cutting-edge manufacturing is paying off. They're the sole supplier for many critical components, giving them huge pricing power. This is why their yearly growth is so strong. TSMC is at the center of the tech explosion. So, how did investors react to TSMC's news? Despite the monthly dip, the market cheered the massive yearly growth. TSMC's stock price jumped 1.7%, a huge move for such a giant company. Investors saw past the short-term dip, focusing on the booming demand for advanced chips. The market trusts TSMC's strategy and dominance in high-growth tech. Weakness in older markets doesn't faze them. The AI boom is the real story. The stock market's reaction was a big vote of confidence. TSMC's engine is built for the long haul. November's report was just a teaser. The main event comes in January, when TSMC reveals its full Q4 results and future plans. Investors will listen closely for forecasts on AI growth, spending on new factories, and updates on global expansion. TSMC's guidance sets the tone for the entire chip industry. Everyone wants to know, will the AI boom keep roaring, or is a slowdown coming? Updates on new factories in the U.S, Japan and Germany will be key. The answers will shape tech strategies and stock markets worldwide. January is the next big checkpoint. Why does TSMC matter so much? Because it's the backbone of modern technology. Their chips power everything from smartphones to AI breakthroughs. Without TSMC, our digital world would stall. They push the limits of engineering year after year. Their dominance makes them a geopolitical linchpin. Nations depend on TSMC for security and progress. That's why countries are racing to host TSMC factories. This November report isn't just business news, it's a window into the future of tech. As demand for AI and connectivity grows, TSMC sits at the heart of it all. Their story is one of progress, innovation, and invisible engines driving our world. Absolutely brilliant.